Hello everyone, my name is Alison Kay and I am officially in the 3rd trimester of pregnancy. Alright, so I have my gestational diabetes test today, or my glucose screening, whatever you want to say, glucose tolerance test. So I made just some eggs with some shredded pulled pork, some cheese, and there is a little bit of potato in here. I know potato is technically a carb, which isn't ideal for today. They said no carbs, but I don't think it's a big deal because it's a potato, it's a vegetable. So I just took like a tiny bit of potato. My hands are small, so you can see this isn't a very big potato, and I just took a very little bit of it just to help fill me up. And I'm eating it now around 9 a.m. and I don't think I'm gonna have my blood drawn at all for like 2 more hours. So I'm going to eat this and then just try to be a little bit active and not just sit the entire 2 hours before the test starts. And I think activity helps kind of with like blood sugar. So yeah, also there's cheese in here. I think I said that, but I'm not sure. So eggs, cheese, pork, and a little bit of potato. I'm gonna put some salt and pepper on it, and that will be my breakfast. And that's all I'm gonna eat, I think, until I go in for the test. So with that exciting news of being the 3rd trimester, I can't believe that I've made it this far. Just didn't know if this would ever happen or if I'd ever get here someday, so it's very cool. But yes, we're on week 28, and I had an appointment this week, and actually my prenatal appointments have switched to every 4 weeks to every 2 weeks from here on out, so that is very exciting. Well, actually until like 36 weeks or so, I think it goes to every week, or maybe it's 34 weeks, I don't know. But for right now, we are doing every 2 week appointments, or every other, you could say. So that's exciting. I have one coming up soon again. But yeah, let's just get into baby stats and symptoms, and then I'll talk about my doctor's appointment that I did have. And I also had my glucose tolerance test, so I will talk about the results of that and if I passed or not. That is the test to see if you have gestational diabetes, or to like begin testing for that, I guess you could say, because if you fail it, then you do the 3-hour. So we'll get into that later as well. So first of all, talking about little baby boy, I'm having a boy. This is my first, so far, this far along pregnancy. I had a miscarriage before, so it's kind of my first, kind of my second. But anyway, depending on just how you look at things. So he is 14.8 inches long and 2.2 pounds. 2 pounds! 2.25 pounds. That is crazy to me. He's getting so big, and he moves all the time. That's my first fact to share. He is just a squirmy little guy. Not constant, but pretty much throughout the day I will feel him, and most days, and then I'll feel him a lot at night usually. Just, I don't know, it's just on and off. He's like, he moves a lot. So that is baby boy. He's gaining about half a pound a week at this point. So yeah, he'll be packing on those pounds in no time, and there's about 12 weeks left of the pregnancy, so he will be gaining weight and doing well. Sorry, I'm so distracted, but there's grass on my windowsill, and I guarantee it's from my dog. She eats grass when she shouldn't, and then she sits here on the windowsill, and her little face probably rested on there and left some grass. So anyway, that's all I have for him this week. He's just doing well. He's still developing, basically just packing on the pounds at this point, and yeah, doing well. So getting into myself, my symptoms and stuff, I think my weight was around 139 this week, not really sure. I've had a pretty normal weight gain. It's not on the lower side, it's not super high, it's just kind of a normal amount. I know when I started out my pregnancy, there was one point where I weighed like 118, but really my starting weight was more like 120, 122. So that puts me around 17, 18, 19 pounds of weight gain, which is totally normal at 28 weeks. So I also just have been walking a lot. I know that I have mentioned that before. That's something that I've been working on, is just trying to stay active. At the beginning of my pregnancy, like in January and stuff, I was still walking a fair amount, but as quarantine hit and as some nausea and stuff and heartburn started to come in, I started to walk less and less. and at one point I was only walking about 2,000, 3,000 steps a day. So I am up to about 6,000 or 7,000 steps a day now. So still not quite at the 10,000 that they recommend, but I'm doing better, and I'm just trying to take care of myself and take care of baby boy. So yeah, otherwise just feeling good. And that is actually all I have for that stuff. So getting into my doctor's appointment, I had the glucose tolerance test, and then I had my doctor's appointment a few hours later. I decided to go, I mean, I could go in whenever I wanted for the lab work, but I decided to do it the day of my appointment and go in a few hours before. My sister wanted to go with, my sister ended up going with me. So what we did was, I went in and had my test done. So I went in, registered, got the drink, drank it, and then they were like, okay, we'll come and get you in an hour. So that's exactly what happened. And my sister just waited for me, and she like ran little errands or whatever, I think. And then when I was done, or the hour was up, they took my blood. And then I went with my sister. We went out for lunch, did another little errand. We went to Target. I want to get the free like baby swag bag that if you register with Target, you get like a free bag of stuff. Well, they didn't have it. So I'm going to try next time I have an appointment. I'm near Target, so I'm going to call ahead and see if they have it. Well, actually, I don't know if I'll even call ahead, because what's the point if I'm going to be around there anyway? But I might even check another Target in the area if they don't have it still, and I'll check that one and see if they do. Because if I can get free baby swag, then I'm going to. So yes, we went and got lunch, and then we went back to my other appointment, and my sister's not allowed in. No one else is allowed into those appointments with me right now, even Luke. So it was just me. Went in, talked to my doctor, everything was good. I had had Chick-fil-A for lunch, and so little boy was moving and grooving in there. My doctor did the fetal Doppler to try to get my heartbeat, or his heartbeat, not mine, to do his, and she was like, I had to chase him around, he's moving so much, and she's like, that's a good sign, I'm not too worried. His heart rate was kind of high, it was like 150, 160, but he was moving a lot, and so she was like, he's doing fine, I'm not worried about him. And then, yeah, that was it. So it took a couple days for me to get the results back, but I did pass my test. I did good with that. I think they want it to be like, I don't know what the, units are or whatever, but for my doctor, she said 135 or less would be good. And the test thing itself said like 139 or less. So mine was at 108. So in a good spot. Not super low, but not super, super high, and not really even high, like that high, so doing pretty good there. But they did also do some other tests, and this is the big thing. My sister had low platelets when she was pregnant, and so that made it so that she could not have an epidural. So far my platelets are okay, but they were on the lower end of the spectrum, and this is something I'll bring up to my doctor next time I talk to her. But I did have 3 levels that were too low. I don't remember what one of them was, but 2 of them were hemoglobin and the red blood cell count. So I'm trying to make sure I'm getting iron in my diet. I just ran out of my iron supplement. I need to buy more. I just realized I made a click list order, or actually it's a Walmart grocery pickup, and I did not put iron on there, so I'll have to go out and pick it up. But I need to just, eat iron-rich foods or take a supplement or something and make sure I'm keeping my hemoglobin, my red blood cell count high, or at least normal, because it is too low right now. So I will talk to my doctor though and see if she was concerned about those levels. Hey, it is Allison from a couple hours later, and my doctor called and she wants me to take an iron supplement. So that is the dealio. That's the update on that situation. I also asked about the hospital where I'm going to deliver and what the protocols are right now on testing for COVID. And she said if you are coming in during spontaneous labor, they will just take your temperature and screen you. But if you ask you questions, if you're symptomatic, and if you're out in the hallways, you do have to wear a mask. But if you are in your room, you do not have to wear a mask. So that was really good. I have to burp. But she did say that if you come in with a scheduled induction, then they will swab you and test you. So that's the dealio with the hospital where I'm going to be delivering as of right now in the middle of July or so, but middle to end of July. But I'm not delivering until September or October probably, so we'll see what things are like then. So that's everything. Sorry this is a little bit longer. I just want to go through all of the appointment stuff and all of the baby stuff. So that is all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you have anything you want to share, go for it. Tell me in the comments. I don't really have any questions for you guys this week or any crazy stuff, but I always love to hear if you stumble across my videos, if you are pregnant, or if you're, if you're also at 28 weeks, or if you're just kind of like checking out videos. I don't know. So yeah, thanks. I will see you later. Have a great day. God bless. Bye.